Yeah, I'm going to announce that John Means is going to be our opening day starter in Boston, and gave him the news a couple days ago. He's very excited, and I'm excited to announce that he's our starter for that day.
Awesome. And we can hop into questions. First up is Rock Kabako.
Ohio State lost, so you got that.
Bracket buster.
There you go. Since you're talking about Means, does it mean a lot to you as well to give him that news, given what he went through last summer? I mean, obviously there was an injury and the worst thing, losing his dad, and now you get this moment.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be our starter when we started the season back up. So he told me that he was going to make it this time. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, obviously. But he was very happy to hear the news from me, and that's always a special moment as a manager to give. It's always a special moment to give great news to players, and that's that's something that guys hold dear, and to be able to be an opening day starter is something that he can say that he did for the rest of his life, and so a proud moment for him and everything he dealt with last year. He is a high character guy, and we felt for him, and so yeah, he has definitely earned it.
Next is Rich Dubroff.
Is it more special because he's come such a long way during the time that you've known him?
He has, the story's been well documented, but from somebody that was an organizational type player and worked his way all the way through the minor leagues and got an opportunity, a big league opportunity a couple of years ago, my first year here, and having a special year that year, being an all-star, really solidifying himself as a really good starter in our league and in our tough division. And then bouncing back last year from dealing with a lot of adversity on the field and off the field to finish the season strong and having a really good spring training this year. He's very well liked in our clubhouse for a lot of reasons, and is a big part of our club. So it was a good feeling to let him know that he's going to start.
Next is John Mioli.
Brandon, he's been on schedule for this for a little bit now. Have there been any changes coming out of the off day of the other starter candidates' schedules, or are those guys mostly going to be staying on the same schedule they've been?
We're going to be on the same schedule as of right now, but a lot of things can still change how we see our rotation going into that first series. Things can still change. Thanks.
Brandon, just one more about Means. I mean, obviously his results and his story kind of speak for themselves, but can you summarize just how different of a pitcher he is than he was when you first saw him?
Gosh, I didn't know much about him, and I thought he had a decent spring training that first year, and remember he made a start in Tampa late. We were hurting for innings at that point. We had we remember, I don't know if you remember, but we started an opener in that second game of the year. I think Cash started the first game, and we needed guys that could give us innings, and Means he threw the ball pretty well in Tampa against the Yankees and made our club because he could give us length out of the bullpen. And all of a sudden he's pitching well. He pitched really well in New York, that opening series, really getting that changeup, baffling Yankees hitters the first appearance, and just kind of kept giving them the ball out of the pen a few times. And the next thing you know, we need a rotation piece, and Means he's in the rotation and just pitching well. So yeah, he has come a long way. I think this last start against Atlanta, I thought he threw the ball very, very well. He made one bad pitch, but the velo was up. But the velo was up with the command being there also, and he's really turning into a true starter with a 4-pitch mix now. The curveball, he was getting some swings and misses on. He's got a slider. The changeup was something that he struggled finding last year, kind of found it late. He's been throwing it well this year, and he's been locating his fastball. So those are the ingredients for John, and he's been doing that.
Next is Rich Dubrow.
On another subject, is there an update on Felix Hernandez?
Feeling a little bit better today. So we're still monitoring him so day to day with him, but he is feeling better today.
Next is Nathan.
Another injury-related thing. I know you guys have optioned him, but is Alex Wells doing what he normally would do at this time? Is he getting up to speed, or is he still dealing with anything with his oblique?
No, he is progressing. So he's in a throwing program, and at the second or at Twin Lakes, and he is ramping up.
Dan, go ahead.
To Phil Felix, if he does make his next start as the turn, is there somebody you have in mind for that turn to Phil?
What day would that be? The 23rd?
20. Yeah, that sounds right. Somebody who wasn't already set up, or no?
We do have a bullpen day sort of scheduled in there, but I don't have it in front of me right now. And yeah, I don't think you're just going to see Felix make the next start in turn, just because it's been 2 days, and but he is feeling better.
John Mioli.
Brandon, when you talk about, not really knowing a lot about John Means and him kind of coming out of nowhere to make, the impression that he did that first season, do you see anyone having a similar camp this year who might not be necessarily on the radar, but is pitching himself or playing himself now into a bigger role?
Well, I just saw Bruce Zimmerman throw in the B game and threw 5 innings against or Pirate City and threw the ball exceptionally well. So that was really good to see. Zim got up 5 times. But I think that we have a lot of guys that don't have a lot of experience. I mean, Means at this time 2 years ago was a long man candidate, and really didn't break the rotation until end of the year. So I don't know if I hope that we have a lot of pleasant surprises this year. Sometimes you just don't know this time of spring training what the season's going to bring. But yeah, I think that we're, like you said, like we've always talked about, we're stretching out a bunch of guys, and hopefully somebody can step up and have that rookie year that John did.
Steve Molesky.
Brandon, could you foresee Harvey or LeBlanc in a pen roll, middle or long relief, or because of their long track record of starting, are they more inclined for that?
I could see them in the bullpen or in the rotation.
John, go ahead.
Brandon, are there any highlights from the B game that you could share? And also, did anyone pitch in a sim game or anything yesterday during the off day?
No, we didn't have a sim game yesterday. Franco worked out in the morning, and that was pretty much it. We gave the fellows the day off yesterday. We had a B game today. We have an inter squad tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of the Twin Lakes guys are going to be in there, as well as a lot of the guys that were recently sent down. So we have a lot of games going on right now to get innings for pitchers and to get our eyes on as many players as we possibly can. But the B game guys played good. Richie Martin swung the bat extremely well. Richie Martin was out there first time in game action and played short and swung the bat very, very well.
All right, that is all we have. Oh, sorry, one more. Joe, go ahead.
Just one follow-up. Will we see Richie this weekend, do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to see how he comes out of that game. We'll see how he feels tomorrow and hopefully this weekend.